What is up, guys? You're tuning into this Okiru podcast. I'm your co-host, Jasper, and we thank you so much for spending this time with us. We hope you enjoy this episode. Make sure to follow us on our socials at okiru.apparel on Instagram, Okiru on Facebook, Okiru on YouTube, and also Okiru on major platforms such as Spotify and Apple Music. Thank you so much for spending this time with us. We hope you enjoy.
Okiru.
Do you guys want to introduce yourself?
You go, bro.
I'm Kev Hannibal.
We only have 500 people watching.
What's up, everybody? I'm Kev Hannibal. I call myself Mr. NYC to SYD, so that's pretty much that's who I am.
Man, I'm Sneaker Genius, Josh from Sneaker Genius. Sydney's, Australia's first custom sneaker store and repair store. So I do a bit of bespoke and dead stock and stuff as well.
Dope.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And I'm Jasper. I am the co-founder of Okiru, Melbourne-based streetwear brand.
So, you go first, Korea. Who do you want to ask between these two?
Oh man, all the pressure's on me. I'm just here for the first time.
We have music and sneakers. So there you go.
Yeah, okay. I did write a few questions though. So the first one I want to ask for both of you, something about like, since I know we're in different careers and businesses, now that the world's gone back into normality, how are you guys adjusting from what happened to lockdowns to where we are now?
Man, far out. Honestly, myself, I haven't seen a difference. I've been stuck in the shop anyway, like 24/7. So honestly, I'm still like in lockdown anyway, but I've just got more things to do, more work coming in because everyone's working and has that income now to actually spend. Mental health-wise, doing a lot better. I'll tell you that. Being able to actually see people and speak to people and stuff is amazing.
That's awesome.
Oh man, a lot better. I'm adjusting a lot better now. It's good. Things are opening up. I do a little bit of acting, so now the auditions are coming. You know, now face-to-face auditions are opening up. You know, like he said, you can spend money now. I'm driving all the way to his shop, dropping sneakers off. So yeah, it's a good adjustment.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You touched on that mental health aspect, Joshua. Like, how much of a struggle was it during the lockdown period, and what did you do to help yourself during those times?
Oh man, for me, bro, it was really rough to be honest, bro. Financially, mentally, physically, like I stopped training, so that physically started breaking me down, which mentally did, because that's a lot what helps me with endorphins and dopamine and stuff is the training. I only just got back into the last couple of weeks, but man, it was really rough. I think a lot of us creatives and artists have a bit of one way or another, have a mental health issue anyway. If you speak to a lot of artists, man, one way or another, we've got our own little twist, you know? So for me, I regressed a little bit, but I just focused on the work, man. Started just plowed ahead, didn't dwell on anything, stayed busy, kept it moving. But yeah, it was tough, man. It really was tough. It was a very long time. That 2 weeks stretched out to, what was it, 8-9 months or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. But yeah, it's good to be back out. It's good to be that everyone can have their freedom again and move around.
Just this question. We will be seeing each other, us three anyway, on that Soul Inside this little dinner. So can't wait for that. Make sure you guys tune into that.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Couple cheeky cocktails. I'm in.
Hopefully, Paolo does sing before we have dinner. You know what I mean?
We should get you guys.
For me,
like I said
same
before.
question you guys were saying, right? The same thing. Actually, I got better sitting at home. I started watching YouTube videos. I wasn't working out before this because I was running so much before the lockdown. So the lockdown had me really like, you know, besides there not being any food in the stores, you can't eat a bunch of junk. You know, a lot of places wasn't open. I wasn't paying $50 Uber Eats fees. So I was like, yeah. So I started eating better, watching YouTube videos, doing like YouTube workouts. It just made me think different. Like, okay, if this could happen, I need to have some kind of, not plan B, but another source of income. So I started like an online business and, you know, things like that. Just started, the wheels started turning, like all my eggs were in one basket. So it was a good thing. So now, you know, you can maneuver pretty much if something like this happens again. So it was a good thing. Yeah, it was a good thing.
Man, to be honest, it's a lockdown that forced me into this as well. So I was in construction for X amount of years before it, with the first lockdown happening. And then I made no income for that period. I thought, man, I can't let this happen again. I need to stand on my own two legs. I can't rely on anyone giving me work anymore. And then also, shout out to Shoemaker. He's a customizer from America. I was watching one of his vids, and he said something like, are you a hustler or a businessman? And then that was it. Straight away, that was like, all right, I know what I've got to do now. I quit, see ya, cut up the white card, then kick this off. Anyway, sorry, guys, I've got to sidetrack.
Man, that takes a lot of like courage to do that, though, to, you know, leave that behind and then do something and really make that a business. What was it like starting it out?
I crept into it slowly. It wasn't like I just dived in overnight. So I had an online store and I was reselling and customizing on the side. That was in the business plan, to do the resell to other customers around, to notice the customers more and stuff like that. Yeah, man, it was a crazy start because I couldn't get the customers in. So after the online, I just started building up a bit more, scaling up, started selling laces, other things, started supplying other customizers gear as well. So like shoemakers tags, a couple other customizers shoe tags and stuff like that. And then, yeah, man, that first lockdown, then jumped in. But it was, I signed the lease to this place, and 2 weeks later we got hit with the second lockdown. So then I couldn't open the doors for that 6-8 months or whatever. Right. And because no one was working, no one was spending. Literally, I was like selling a few laces here and there. I started selling paints, which did a little bit better, but yeah, it was tough, man, that first 6 months. So if you do jump into something that's taking a bit of money and time and stuff, make sure you have a little emergency kitty. Because who knows, what if they lock down tomorrow? I'm done. The doors will be shut.
Yeah. He's laughing about it.
It's the same with anything. Like even starting your own little side hustle, it's always nervous and exciting, and it's big balls even like start a reselling thing on the side, or just because that's not even a cheap thing. Your initial outlay of $270 or whatever for a Jordan AU, you know? A couple of pairs of that, you're $1,000 in. So even that's like an exciting risk, so to say. Good on everybody making moves.
Yes, as long as you don't give up on yourself, that's the main thing. You just gotta keep moving.
Yeah, bro, that's it. Yeah, man, learn from your mistakes and learn from your wins.
Exactly right. And I've got a question for you first, Sneaker Genius. What made you start what you're doing now? Like, who did you look up to make you like do the things that you do now?
Oh man, loads of guys, bro. And the last few years, it's been the Aussie guys. So guys like Chase Shield, Grail Crew Customs, Shoe Cutters, who was also trading as Legacy Custom Colorway. Man, they're some really cool guys. But for me, it was doing it. I wanted to do it 20 years ago. So I studied design and fine arts, and that was more of a Tinker thing. So Tinker Hatfield inspired me or whatnot. But recently, to get back in, it was the US guys like Johnny's Kicks, Chad Can't Color, Feel Good Threads. These are guys that I was watching, learning and relearning everything as well. But But yeah, just really everybody, bro. I took a bit from everybody. So like even the last year, it's been Shoemaker a lot. To even like bringing in his acrylic checks and stuff like that. So these are like a little DIY. You heat them up,
Wow.
mold it to the shoe, and then it ends up like sticking to the shoe as well. So even like the back tabs, like so, really cool stuff, man. But wanting to work with heaps of other guys as well. So if anyone's interested in stocking or whatnot, even yourself, man, if you want to get some apparel and stuff here.
Yes. I'll fuck up the shop.
Yeah, man, there's nothing like for everybody.
I'll have a practice first.
Maybe we can sell the collaborated Lacekickz at your place, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be cool.
I'm gonna see if I could bring something out anyway on that event on Soul Insiders. But my question for Kev is same question. Who did you look up to make you do the things that you do now, like for your music, or you used to do music, and the things that you do now? Who did you used to look up to?
Oh man, pretty well. I'm like I said, I call myself Mr. NYC to SYD. So in New York, there's so much influence. But I'm from the borough of Queens, and just from my borough, there's so many people that I would see just moving around that would influence me. Like if you see these people every day, not every day, but you know, every so often, you're like, they come from my same neighborhood and they made it, so I can make it. So these people are the ones that influence me, like Nas, LL Cool J, 50 Cent, yeah, like Nicki Minaj, Ja Rule, like all of these people are from, you know, like my area, the Lost Boys, that I would see from time to time. And I'm like, man, if they could do it, I could do it, you know? So they influenced me when it came to the music, yeah.
I'm gonna ask you, give me your top 5 rapper of all time.
Oh.
Top 5.
All time, dead or alive? That's a bit rude, but
Yeah.
Dead or alive. It's just
All right,
top 5.
so Biggie and Pop, they don't even, they're to the point now where you don't even name them. They're already like, yeah, so we're not even gonna use those guys. No particular order right now. I'll say, because it changes, but right now I'll say Nas, LL, 50, Rick Ross, and it's like between Eminem and oh man, see it changed. This is a tough one, man. That number 5 spot is always like it's always a tough one in that number 5 spot.
I'll give you mine.
I just put Biggie in there. I just throw Biggie.
I'll give you mine. I'll put Nas, J. Cole, Bone Thugs, Wu-Tang, and of course Dr. Dre. That's why I named myself.
That's
Dr.
a cheat code. You said Wu-Tang. That's the whole thing. Well, if that's the case, I can say group. Yeah, he's cheating. Bone Thugs, Wu-Tang. Wow.
But there's a lot of them that's good. You know, it's hard for the top 5.
Wu-Tang. Speaking of Wu-Tang, I'll just grab something.
Oh yeah, I saw this in person. This is. You guys have y'all been to the shop yet?
No.
Oh, you gotta get this. You gotta see this in person. It's not gonna do it any justice on live.
These are made by Shoe Cutters. So Shoe Cutters is a Aussie customizer, really good at bespoke. So these are his Wu-Tang shoes.
Yo. Damn.
You still do it no justice. You got to see it in person. You got to see that shoe in person.
Cream on the collar.
Hey.
Says Wu-Tang here.
Hey,
That's beautiful, man.
Crazy. The detail is crazy on that shoe.
In person, way better. His work is nuts. He's nuts.
Yeah.
So he's got that on
He
display
got a
now.
Jordan 1, the Jordan 1 with the snake skin.
Oh, yeah? I think, what, the one that I did? I think it's down somewhere. So that's a really painting.
For the people that's watching, if you got a questions, yeah, just write them below and just ask away while we're here.
This is one that I've been going for. I've been working on this for a little while. I started this before Nike did their denim one. I've just been busy with other guys' work. So it's got patina snakeskin on it, so that'll copper out. And then the denim is tearaway for a purple, grey, and pink elephant print. Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
So I'm starting to play around with a few more materials and whatnot. Yeah, man. It's exciting. Top five rappers.
What about you? Sneaker Genius? What's your top 5 rappers?
Oh man, he's mentioned them all. I'll just be repeating what you guys have said, man. I don't think, I couldn't add anybody to it, man.
Yeah, don't even ask me that question either, because there's so many. I don't want to do anyone injustice. So, everyone's good at their art, man. Like, and you got these modern rappers coming up as well. So, man, I don't know much about this music industry as much as you guys. So, like, I don't want to go in that conversation with you.
Music is good to your ear sometimes, motivates you.
Kev, who would be your best collab, bro? If you had a dream collab, who would it be?
Oh man, Nas and Ryan Leslie. Ryan Leslie's an R&B producer / rapper. But yeah, Nas and Ryan Leslie, that's my dream collab. That's one of them. That's yeah. But I'm rusty now, man. I haven't rapped in like 2 years. So I'm not even, I wouldn't even get on a song with Nas now. My confidence level is like this now with rap. I'm not the same guy I was before with rap. I ain't think nobody could touch me before, but it's been 2 years. I'm rusty.
It keeps getting sharper too, Nas. Just gets sharper and sharper. His last album was really good, man.
Better and better.
Well, last album he did, it was good, and I think he's coming up with another one. I think. So,
yeah, part 3 is coming up. King's Disease 3. Yeah, him and Hit Boy, man, they're like a match made in heaven.
Yes.
He's brought out a new energy in him. It's crazy.
I think so.
I'm loving it. I'm here for it.
Well,
yeah, because he used to give us albums every 3 years, every 4 years, every 5 years. Now he's dropping 2 and 3 a year. I'm here for it.
it's just like the sneaker release. It's just dropping,
Oh.
But you know who I'm waiting to drop? Lamar.
Who?
Lamar. His album.
He's going out. Say that one more time. It went out.
Lamar.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, that's right. He did announce he was dropping an album. You're right. He did. He sure did.
He's dropping
the next month, right?
Yeah.
May?
Yeah, I think in a couple of days. Oh, yeah, May. Yeah, May.
Crazy. Wonder what he's got to say this time.
I know. We'll see. We'll see.
You got any more questions, Kuya?
I got a question for both you guys. So how do you guys find inspiration for your work? So for Josh, how do you find inspiration for your costumes? And for Kev, how do you find inspiration for the music that you create? Where do you draw inspiration from?
Right. Honestly, can get it from anywhere, man. I get a lot from other guys' work. I'll get it from walking down the street and just seeing something random. Yeah, man, I don't know. I've kind of got an eye for detail, so you'll just get it from anywhere, really. The list of shoes that I want to do is like 1 kilometer long in my notes on my phone, and that's just from like 3 ideas a day. Like I'll just be walking in between rooms. I don't even know where it comes from. Just boop, it's there, and then I've got to note it down before I forget it. So just I don't know, the ether. I don't know.
Well, for me, because I'm not from Australia, being away from home, just the things that I was going through, like you said, with mental health, mentally, emotionally, just all the things I was seeing and going through. That's where my experience, like my motivation came from. I just wrote about the things. It was like a form of therapy.
Yeah.
So a lot of my music is based on real life. So I'll write, some of it is some things that I've seen that's not really like my full experience, but I'll take from things that are all real life based. And that's pretty much where all my experience come from. You know what I mean? Just missing my family. I'll write a song just about missing home. You know what I mean? The smells, the food, my mama, like missing talking to my mama, or like, so things like that. Having access to all the shoes.
Yeah.
Out here, I'm chasing shoes like, oh man, I hate it. I was spoiled back in the States. Something dropped, I make a call. I knew somebody that had it for me, blah, blah, blah. Out here, I'm chasing. I'm on Marketplace. I'm on eBay. I'm on all these.
How many?
So yeah, those little, huh?
How many years have you been in Australia? Been living in Australia?
It'll be 8 years in December.
Wow.
Yeah, but before COVID, I was going back and forth 2 to 3 times a year. Yeah, two or three times a year, like every 6 to 4 months. I was going back for like 6 weeks at a time. So even though I've been here, I really still been, at home back and forth. But once COVID hit, it was shut down.
I gotta ask you, man. Did they ever wonder like your English or Australian thing? Have they ever asked you like, you've got a different accent? Have you ever crossed that?
Yeah, my family, all my friends, when I go home, they say I'm watered down now. Yeah.
I gotta wait. Someone asked, right? Gerald Cruz costumes asked, Jordan 1 means trash or pass? Only one correct answer.
What was it? Sorry, I missed half of that. What was it?
Jordan 1 means trash or pass?
Jordan 1 means.
Look, he can't say it because he's a. Go ahead, be political. I'll take the. I'll take the asshole role on this one. You can be political. Go ahead. You can be political. Go ahead.
I don't know. Some people say they're comfier than the highs. You know what I mean? But then other people say. No, bro, it's not. It's like all the customs I get in are mids mainly, man, because nobody can really advise at anything unless they want to spend $500, $600 on a base shoe, then go from there. But, yeah, I don't know, man. Each to their own, you know what I mean? I don't own a pair of mids myself, but no hate on anyone that does.
I don't own any mids. I don't wear any mids. I don't want any mids. I'm cool.
Cut the lows.
To each his own. It's hey, listen. You do what you want to do. You buy what you want to buy. You wear what you want to wear. But this is a personal thing. You say, so for me, no. I'll put a pair on my daughter. Though. Kids and stuff like that, yeah. But once you get, if you over 18,
Yeah.
I said it to you guys. There you go.
I'm just messing with you, man. Nah, but for me, no. Personally, nah. It's a pass for me. I can't do them.
Does anyone get club entry wearing mids? if they're over 18. Hey, what do you think? What do you think the hate is on it? What do you think yourselves why they're unpopular?
Because I think
It's kind of like.
we look at them as
Go ahead.
girls.
What you? Go ahead.
We look at them as girl shoes. I think for us. You know what I mean? So pretty much, I don't know. It's just for me. I like him. You know what I mean? Like I I'll wear it if I did like a colorway, you know. Again, like you guys said, each to their own, right? So yeah, well, pretty much if I like a colorway, I'll wear it pretty much. But there is some decent colorway lately, you know. So if you are wearing mids, I don't blame you.
Yeah, the price too. They're in abundance.
Yeah.
Hey, it's funny when Nike trademarked their Jordans and stuff recently. It's kind of like they don't even have faith in their mids themselves. Because when I last looked into it, they trademarked the high and the low, but not the mid.
Oh.
They've probably done it by now. At the time, it was they were probably even like, well, no one's going to copy the mid. Don't worry about it.
You see, I'm not even a real big Jordan 1 guy like that in either. There's really very few colorways that I really, really like. So anything that resembles mids, Jordan 1s, like it's got to be a real good colorway for me to want it. Like, so I class it with, you know, Jordan, even Jordan 1 highs. Like I would rather wear highs over mids, but I'm still not like, that's not my like favorite shoe of all time, or even in my top 5 sneakers of all time, a Jordan 1. You know what I mean? So yeah, just like dunks. They're dunks right now.
Sorry, man. They're just so uncomfortable. It's just the outdated technology still from the like 80s and stuff. The newer ones that they're doing with the recycled material, like the Zooms or whatever they are, the Comforts, they're a lot better, but it's just like wearing bricks, really. No support. They'll damage your feet at the end of the day. Like, if you're wearing them for a decade, you're going to misshape your feet, man.
They need to actually, I think with the Jordan 1s, they need to actually sew halfway through the tongue. You know what I mean? Like, so that it doesn't go sideways.
Yeah. Bro, I've been getting a lot of jobs like that for Air Maxes. A lot of Air Maxes coming through to stitch elastic on both sides of the tongue into the bottom of the shoe. Wow. Just so it doesn't shift around, man. Yeah, I've had probably like 6
That's what
jobs
they
like
need
that.
to do with Jordan 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, even Air Forces. Like, I'm a big Air Force guy. That's huge for us. So Air Force highs or lows. I don't do mids, Air Forces. So I've never been like a real mid person anyway. So that's just me. That's just me. I'm not no shade.
Let me guess. Pure white Air Force, right?
Nah. See, that's a big thing now. That's always been a part of like Tim. Butter, we call them butters, but over here they call Tan Tims and Air Forces. Those two are like those are like underwears and socks. You gotta have them. Back in New York, that's just like your child is born with a pair of Timberlands. So it's like, you know, it's a big thing now. You know, so it's like, yeah, it's like they're sold out here, and it's like this is crazy. Like it's something new. This silhouette been around forever, you know.
They used to see it, but now you don't see them. It's hard to see them now.
Even highs now, because I was like, they can have all the lows. I was buying the highs, and now you can't even find the highs anymore.
Yeah, even for customs, it's hard to find an Air Force one. Like it's really struggling to find anything these days. Hey, what do you guys think about New Balance, how they're going to bring out like a pre-order so that they're not limiting the number of shoes?
I love it.
I'm a fan myself. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I love it. If you really want a shoe, I love it.
Yeah. When did they implement that?
I'm down for that. I love that.
When did they implement that pre-order concept?
Not sure if it's out yet, to be honest. I heard about it maybe 2 months ago, because everyone was complaining that they just couldn't get everyone's having to go resell to Copper Pair with all the bots.
Yeah.
A couple of months ago, I heard that they were going to implement it, but I'm not sure if they have or when they're going to.
That's what that's what all the
650s. They did that with the 650s with the I'm gonna tear his name up. The what's the name, you guys? I need your help. Amelia. Oh man, that's tough. I don't even want to say it no more because y'all gonna tear me apart in the comments. But you know what I mean. The 650s, yeah, they did. There you go. Thank you, sir. They did it first for the 650s. The pre-orders for the New Balance 650, the high tops.
It's not like a thing where they keep it open forever, so it'll still like limit the number of shoes. Yeah. They'll just have like a cutoff period, like pre-order by this time, and then that's it. Like that's the amount we're making after that certain time.
That's cool.
So it's not it won't necessarily like flood the market, but at least you're paying retail.
And then you wait 6 months or 8 months to get your shoes.
They'll say 3 months, but bro, it's so hard for the sneaker market, man. Like even I had to wait 4 months. I ended up ordering from 5 different places. Once came in the last 5 months a tag. Just a Jordan 1 OG Nike sneaker tag. Just the tag. Took 5-6 months to get. I had to order from 4 or 5 different spots. Ones came in, so luckily that's on the shoe now, ready to go for Monday. But yeah, man, it's just because a lot of the stuff's coming out of the same factories, kind of, sort of, or the same area. Then with them being in lockdown and then the ports being logged up and whatnot, it's absolutely crazy for anything, man.
Yeah, shipping is crazy. Even I ship a lot of stuff. A lot of my stuff I ship from the States. Oh man,
it takes like 2 months to get it right.
I get it really fast. It's just the price.
Yeah.
So I have to, I have good prices to resell, but when I have to add the shipping costs on each shoe, it just
USD to AUD.
It just, it makes me like everybody else now. It's just like, that was my thing. I thrive on is trying to give people better prices and authentic stuff. But once you add that shipping cost, man, it just changes the game back. It's like, you might as well just buy it off of Marketplace.
Yeah, exactly.
And the exchange rate's terrible still as well since the lockdown. We're normally sitting at like 90 cents to US dollar. I've been sitting at like 69, 70, great number, but like 70 cents to a dollar. So it's pretty, we're getting slugged every which way you look from overseas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You have
So
any more
true.
questions?
How long did we want to keep this live up for? Because I'm planning to. I've hit up Kevin. I hit up Josh for a separate podcast as well. If you guys are keen to do that, we can do like a long form discussion about more about your businesses and about your careers there, just so we don't keep this one too long.
Yeah, for sure. Sounds good. Yeah, I mean, just let me know.
Yeah, we'll do. We'll do.
And
Before you guys go, can I ask you all one question though?
Yeah.
Before we go, since we talking about kicks, can everybody name their top 5 sneakers? Silhouettes, not actual shoes, but silhouettes. Because I got a show coming called Top 5, and I want y'all all on there individually. I'll give you more information about that, but it's called Top 5. You got to have them in your collection. You got to bring them to the set. I'm not going to go into the full. It's going to be a fun show. But just off your head, even if they're grails you don't own, top 5 shoes. Whoever wants to start.
I'll jump. I'll go 11s, 4s, 3s. After that, maybe. Just Jordans? Yeah. Reebok Pump, D Browns, and then probably the 750 Yeezys, bro.
Yeah.
There you go. SC said J11, J4, Kamikaze, and Tempo. There you go. So
Tempos, Jordan 3.
Because mine's pretty the same. So J11, J4, but not J3. But I like.
Those are yours?
Jordan
Ones?
J11, J4, 13s,
You
No.
you stuck. You got two more.
It's pretty hard.
Okay.
I'll put ASIC in there.
Okay.
Okay.
A certain model? Any model? I stumped him.
You got it. You got it.
Keanu's.
All right,
Let's go. Your turn.
Right, AJ 1s, 3s. I like the 4s, 11s, and the New Balance 550s. They're like my slits right now.
Oh, that's sweet. That's quick. That was quick.
I know.
Damn, I was trying to think. Yeah. Oh man.
I don't
Okay.
know much about shoes, so.
Your name's Lacekickz,
Right.
man.
Right. All right, mine's quickly. The 3s, 11s, Timberlands, Air Forces. And oh man, it's between foam posits and I think I'm gonna have to go with my mates, the 750s.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's it.
Those are my 5.
Before we go, guys, I gotta ask you guys: do you have a message for people out there that's actually watching now, and some people out there that's going through mental health issues and things like that?
Suggestions, was it?
Oh, just a little message.
A message for everyone. Sun always comes up tomorrow, man. The sun always comes up again tomorrow. So today might get dark as heck. You might have night terrors, whatever you're going through, but in the morning that sun's coming up again. And stay physical. Get that blood pumping. Get that dopamine moving. Get that oxytocin. Get it all happening. Get those endorphins flooding. And that's it for me.
I agree. Stay active. Stay moving. You matter. You matter. You matter. You matter. There's somebody that loves you. There's more than one person that loves you. You matter. Read, pray, meditate. Like he said, keep moving, exercise. Just find something you love to do, and do it. Just do it. Try to think about good times, and we all have a purpose. You might not know what it is yet, but that should keep you going, trying to find out what your purpose is. So that's all I got, man.
That's it.
And talk to people. Talk to somebody.
Exactly.
Therapy is not weak. That's another thing. Men, they always make us seem like we have to be
tough,
so strong and hold everything in, and we can't cry, and we can't. That's all false. We
all cry at the end of the day.
There we go. So, one thing I always say, I don't know what everyone's religion is, but for me, I always say, Jesus was one of the strongest, smartest men to walk the earth, and he cried. So none of us is smarter or stronger than Jesus. So if he could cry, why can't you?
Exactly.
So, that's one of my things. So yeah, just talk to people. Therapy, there's speak to your friends, speak to your parents, your whoever, your dog.
We're
somebody.
always open. We're always open, guys. So, make sure you hit us up if you need to. And Kuya, do you have any message out there?
Yeah, I think you guys, you said a lot. We could even say a lot more about this, right? This could be a whole nother discussion.
Yes.
But one of the most important things is find something to be grateful for. When you always look at the negative side of things, you can really forget all the blessings we all have, right? Just waking up in the morning, that's a blessing in itself. If you can even watch this video, that's a great blessing. How many people what I mean is who has the technology? You have the ability to have that. Some people don't have that. Some people just have
much less than what we have. So it's, understanding that
What you have.
there's so much worse in the world, right? But, as I said, we could talk about this all night, but that's all I gotta say. And always choose to get up, right? Okiru, get up. Always choose to get up in those times, in those dark times. There's someone out there that's willing to help, like even us. Like you said, our inboxes are always open, and we'll do our best to reach out and get back to you. There's people out there who love you. Like, we love you guys. If you're listening, like, we love you. It's all love. Just really love and joy, right?
It's all love.
That's
It's all
it.
love.
It's all love. That's all love.
We're pretty lucky. Sorry. We're pretty lucky in Australia. If it's a financial issue and you think you can't afford to get help for it, if you go to your GP, you can get, if you're on Medicare and stuff, you can get I think 12 free sessions that you can use up within a 6-month or year period or whatever. So there's plenty of opportunities for people out there to get the help if you want the help.
Yeah.
Thanks heaps, my guys. You are amazing.
You're all incredible. It was really a pleasure to chat with you.
I just want to say thank you both for coming in, and we're gonna do a second part of this. And you guys, make sure jump into the Okiru podcast with me and him, because we're doing a collab for one episode, one season. Sorry, one season.
Beautiful.
Yeah. All right, guys. I gotta
it.
let you guys go. And Okiru, thank you very much.
Amazing.
And Kev, love you both, and I'll catch you guys on that event on Soul Insiders. The guys if you guys watching now, make sure you go check out the Soul Insiders Instagram. Yes, we will be there. All right, man.
Thank you, brothers.
See you guys later.
See you around.
All right.
Peace.
Okiru.